If you have a big family and if you're looking for a home in Quezon City, this home might be for you. If some of the items in your checklist include a total of 8 to 9 bedrooms, a pool, a high elevation of roughly around 70 meters above sea level, a view, and that it's inside a privately gated community, well then you're in luck because this home has all of those features and so much more. So if you want to see all parts of this amazing home, watch this video all the way to the end and hopefully you like this home well enough so that you can tell yourself, I can live here. Hello and welcome to another episode of Live Here. My name is Julius de la Cruz. I'm a professional licensed real estate broker here in the Philippines. And today, we are here in the amazing community of Tivoli Royale and we will be featuring this beautiful modern design home that sits on a lot area of 300 square meters. This beautiful property has a massive floor area of 720 square meters. And of course, given this house tour, we'll be featuring all of these amazing features from the exterior all the way to the interior parts of the home. So with all of that, let's start right now because we can't wait to show you around. With the presentation of this fine property, we'd like to invite you to click the like and subscribe button so that you will be notified of new updates that come up on our channel. Now on to the presentation of this fine home. Now as always, before we take you through the full formal home tour, we'd like to share with you first the top 6 reasons why we love this home. The first reason, and it's one of my favorites, is because this home actually sits on a high elevation. This property, for one, is actually sitting on an elevation of roughly around 70 meters above mean sea level, which means that you get to enjoy cooler weather as compared to any other area here in the metro. Having a high elevation for your home here in Quezon City translates to a lot of advantages for you. The most notable of which is having this fresh breeze and cross ventilation, which is so scarce here in the city. Being located at the highest level of the subdivision or community is always a coveted thing. And with this home, you actually have that as your everyday advantage. The second reason why we love this home, and this actually really blends well with the first reason, is that this property features a lovely view. From the vantage point where this property sits, it actually affords you a lovely view of the greens. And you can actually see the mountain range, something that is quite uncommon here in Quezon City. Having a beautiful view really complements a home quite well. This is one of the most unique features of this property and it's quite uncommon here in Quezon City. Most of the other communities would just simply feature a village, but not this one. This also turns into a lovely view of the city lights, giving you the feeling as if you are actually in California. But of course, you are actually only at the very comfort of your own home. The third reason why we love this home, and this is one of my favorite features about this home, is that it features a flex room located at the 3rd level. Now this flex room also features its own outdoor area. Having this beautiful flex room presents a lot of advantages for you and your family. For one, it can actually be an entertainment area, or perhaps depending on your lifestyle, it can become a movie room, can become a playroom, or it can become a library. Now, if you choose this to be a game room, the nice thing is that this room is quite perfect because you actually even have this outdoor area as its natural extension. As you can see as well, this outdoor area is covered so you'll be able to enjoy this during any weather. You will also be able to enjoy the view from this outdoor experience. The fourth reason why we love this home, and this is one of the reasons why most people with large families are going to love this, is because it features a large number of rooms. This property, for one, is quite unique in the sense that it actually has 8 to 9 bedrooms. So it actually features 8 formal bedrooms and 1 den that's located on the ground floor. Nowadays, rarely do we find a home that actually has 8 rooms. But obviously, for this particular property, it has a lot of these things. So if you actually have a big family and you're looking for a home in a gated community, this home must be for you. The 5th reason why we love this home is because it actually has several special finishes and features. For one, this is actually a smart home. So you will find smart switches and automation everywhere you are. To add to this, you will also find Toto smart toilets for most of the rooms. Additionally, you will also find this luxury automation is also complemented well by the Nara woodworks for its flooring. The property also features Italian tiles, Italian modular cabinets, inverter air conditioning in all rooms, and so much more. And finally, the 6th reason why we love this home is because it sits inside Tivoli Royale. Being inside Tivoli Royale actually has a lot of advantages for you and your family. For one, it's accessibly located to many of the commercial areas, such as Ever Commonwealth, which is located just right outside the village. Of course, you have so much more restaurants at your disposal. You have a lot of food places, you have bars, you have pubs, you have coffee places. But more than that, you also have banks, you have offices which are nearby. You also have easy access to Commonwealth Avenue, which means to say that you can actually go anywhere you need to go anytime you like. It is also highly accessible to many good schools in the area, such as University of the Philippines, Claret School of Quezon City, School of the Holy Spirit, Holy Family School, St. Mary's Quezon City, Ateneo de Manila, Miriam College, and so much more. So all in all, living in Tivoli Royale actually presents an ideal opportunity for you to establish a well-balanced family life. And now we're down to everyone's favorite part of the video, the formal home tour. So let's start right now. The beauty of this home actually starts from the exterior features that it has. The modern tropical architecture is a great choice for today's modern family's needs. It feels fresh because it allows for abundant natural light and cross ventilation to flow into the home. Living in this home makes you feel like you're living a vacation version of your life just because of the architectural choice for this home. After appreciating the exterior features of the home, it's now time to go in, so let's go. So upon entering, you'll be welcomed by this lovely and well-designed front porch. So one of the things that I like about it is that, as you can see, it's quite covered. Of course, this protects you from the elements of heat and rain. And of course, towards one side, you will also notice it features this lovely blank canvas that you can actually use to showcase artwork. This will amp up the experience of entering the home and will give this property a very luxurious appeal. So just before we go in and appreciate all of the features on the interior portion of the home, let's now check out this lovely carport first. So first up, I like that it actually is covered. So of course, naturally, it protects your cars from the elements of heat and rain. And as you can see from the camera, I think you can appreciate the space that the covered carport actually offers. So for one, this carport can actually fit roughly around 4 cars. And of course, this carport will not be complete without its own automated gate. After appreciating the spacious and functional carport of the home, we now head back towards the front door. And one of the things that you will immediately appreciate is that this single swivel front door is actually made of wooden and steel components that actually adds a nice touch upon entering the home. And now it's time to go in, so let's go. So upon entering, wow, one of the things that I immediately appreciated about this foyer is that not only is this functional, this amps up the experience upon entering the home and can actually turn into a very luxurious one depending on your choice. Now, just before we go to the living area, this property, as I mentioned to you, is quite massive. It features 8 bedrooms, 9 if you include the den. So we'll take a look at the den first, which is over here. So this is quite nice, actually. So this is one of the first bedrooms on this home. Technically, it's a den because it doesn't have a bathroom, but I like it because it actually occupies the corner side. And as you can see, you have a view of the greens over here towards my left side. And this room is quite adequately spaced. You have a good ceiling height, and you also have this lovely narrow wood for its flooring. After looking at the den, of course, we now head towards the living area. But just before we check that out, over here to my left side, you will notice that the den is actually located just right beside a toilet and bath. So just in case that you need to turn this into your very own guest room, you can actually like put up a door on one side that actually features a direct access to this room. Now, of course, that is left for the interpretation of the new owner of this home, but just know that it's actually quite functional and quite strategically placed here for that purpose. After appreciating the foyer, den, and the first toilet and bath that's located here at the ground floor, we now head to see and appreciate this lovely and well-lit living area. So as you can see, it features a very generous ceiling height. I love that it has a ceiling height of roughly around 5.8 meters. And as you can see, it also features picture windows that allow natural light to really flow into this space. So during this time of the day, you can see that it really abounds in so much natural light. And this is just such a bright portion of the home. And of course, towards one side, you will also notice it features large windows that look out into your very own poolside. After looking at the living area of the home, we now head towards the dining area, which is on this side. Now again, as you can see, the dining area is actually quite generously sized. It occupies the corner side of the home. Over towards one side, you can actually use this to feature lovely artwork, so it actually has character. You have one side that leads towards the patio, and one side that actually can potentially have an artwork, which is quite nice. It adds character to this part of the property. It is also quite generously sized, so this part can actually accommodate an 8 to 10 seater dining table. And moreover than that, I actually also like that it features sliding doors, so it enables you to seamlessly transition from the indoor all the way to the outdoor spaces of this home. After looking at the dining area of the home, we now head to appreciate and look at this spacious U-shaped kitchen. So looking at it from the camera, you can really appreciate the size of this kitchen. And one of the things that goes for it is that this kitchen is also fully equipped. So you'll find it features a range hood, a 5-burner induction cooker, an oven, a microwave, a double sink, and spacious cabinets. After looking at the gourmet kitchen of the home, we now head to the staircase that will actually lead us to the second level of the home. But just before we do, at this point of the video, we'd like to invite you to click the like and subscribe button so that you will be notified of new updates that come up on our channel. Now back to the house tour. This home actually features a set of staircase. It's made of wooden and glass components. I also like the fact that it's quite well lit, and its use of narrow wood for its flooring really gives up a very opulent feel. We're now here at the second level of the property, and from this angle, actually, you can appreciate a little bit of the view, which you can see just right across us. Now, the thing is that, of course, from the second level, later on, there will be a house right across, but, while it's not constructed, you can actually appreciate the view of the greens. Of course, this view is much and better appreciated on the third level, where you really actually have the height advantage. But this being here at the second level, even if later on, this has a potential to be blocked, it just goes to show that this property is really sitting on a highly elevated part of the village. Now moving on, after appreciating the elevation from this part of the property, we are now going to check out one of the first bedrooms. And as you can see, it's quite adequately sized. So despite the fact that you would normally think a home like this would have small rooms, it doesn't. Over here towards my right side, you'll find it features huge windows that allow abundant natural light to flow into this room. And of course, this bedroom will not be complete without its own ensuite toilet and bath. After looking at the first bedroom of the home, we now head to the other side where you will find the other bedroom. And at this point of the video, we'd like to invite you to stay tuned because we are going to feature the master bedroom next. Just before we do that, let's take a look at this bedroom. So as you can see, it also features an ample size. It also has a corner side and of course its own ensuite toilet and bath. After looking at the second bedroom on this level, we now head to the other side where we are going to check out the master bedroom. It's actually this bedroom right here. So as you can see, upon entering the bedroom, wow, this is such a generous space. So this is one thing that a master bedroom like this can offer. So you will find it features a very generous ceiling height. It also offers the same premium narrow wood for its flooring. It even features a picture window, which you will find over here towards my left side. So if you actually really put an artwork there, of course, moreover, this master bedroom also doesn't come short because it comes with a very well-designed and generously sized walk-in closet and a well-designed toilet and bath that comes with a his and her sink, a smart toilet, a tub, and a separate shower. After appreciating the master bedroom, we now are about to check out the other bedroom, which is located on the other side. But just before we do that, I'd like to invite you, please stay all the way to the end of the video because we will still be featuring one of my favorite parts of this home, which is located on the third level, and that is the flex room. So before we get to that, let's get to this one first. So as you can see, this also features a generous size. You have this, again, opulent flooring made from narrow wood, good size corner side of the home, and of course it also has its own ensuite toilet and bath. We're now here at the third level of the home, and this is actually where the view shines. So as you can see right behind me, you really get to appreciate the lovely view of the mountain range and just the beautiful height advantage that this home offers. Of course, from this vantage point, you can see a lot of homes, but as the day turns into night and as each of the lights of these homes turn on, this actually presents you a beautiful view of the cityscape. And this actually gives you the feeling as if you're living in California from the very comfort of your home here in Quezon City. Of course, as I promised you, we're going to check out the flex room, and we are going to do that right after this room. But as you can see, since this is an 8 to 9 bedroom home, this property still features an ample size room. Of course, luxurious finishes. You can see the view from one side. And this room also features its own toilet and bath. After appreciating this bedroom, we now head to one of my favorite parts on this level, and that is this flex room right here. So this flex room actually has two parts. One is the indoor part and one is the outdoor part. So let's take a look at this one first. So, wow, isn't this amazing? Now, I like that it features a corner side. Now, as I mentioned, since we are sitting on a high elevation, you also get to enjoy the cool breeze here on this part of the home. And since it's on the corner side, you actually get to enjoy this cross ventilation right here. So it's just a beautiful place to lounge in and stay in and just really spend any time of the day. After appreciating the exterior portion of this flex room, we now head to the interior portion, which is this. Now, this is something to appreciate. So now I know it's blanket during this time of the shoot, but as you can see, this is a huge space. This is a flex room, meaning it's a flexible room. It can be anything that you actually need. Moreover, if you choose this to be your very own entertainment room for your family and your guests, you can actually use this to complement the exterior outdoor deck that this part of the home offers. Now, of course, for some of us who actually are wondering if there's a toilet, actually over here towards my left side, you'll find it features an access that leads to a toilet and bath. Now, for others who actually want to turn this flex room into your very own master bedroom, of course, it is an option. And you can actually have your very own roof garden as if you are actually living in a penthouse. So that is an actual option if you really want to turn this part of the home into your own master suite. Now, moving on, after appreciating that highlight right there, over here towards my right side, you'll find two doors that actually lead to two separate rooms. So there's so many rooms in this home. So this one, as you can see, it's still quite spacious. So again, it occupies a corner side. It's really huge. It features opulent flooring made from narrow wood. Lastly, after appreciating that room, we now head towards this other room right here. And still quite well-made. So if you want to turn this into a bedroom, a study hall, a library, or a kid's bedroom, it will still do, and it will still work quite well because this bedroom actually features an access to a toilet and bath, which you will find right here. Living a fine life in the city doesn't seem like an impossible task after looking at this home. With its well-designed bedrooms, its beautiful layout, and of course, given that it sits inside Tivoli Royale, this property is definitely one for keeps. If you enjoyed watching this house tour and look forward to welcoming you home here.